Hello, my name is Darvis Sims. I'm a nationally certified personal trainer with over 25 years of experience in the health and fitness industry. I'm also a national powerlifting champion over the age of 60. People often ask me what I think the key to losing weight is and keeping it off over the long term. Well, in my experience, the key to long-term weight loss is building muscle and maintaining your muscle mass. That's important because muscle is that component of your body that burns the most calories. Muscle burns calories even when you are at rest, when you are sleeping, just to maintain itself. Now, each pound of muscle burns about 6 calories per day just to maintain itself. Burns even more calories when you're active doing things. So, a pound of fat only burns about 1 calorie a day. Your body stores fat for survival purposes. Now, let's get back to the muscle. So, the more muscle mass that you have, the more calories you burn. The analogy, let's put it in it. Let's think of it as a car. If your body was a car and your muscle mass was the motor, then the bigger the motor, the more gas you would burn. Same thing with your body. The more muscle mass you have, the more calories you burn. Thus, the higher your metabolism. You see, I see a lot of people go on these very low calorie diets and they lose the weight, but they're not eating enough calories to nourish their muscle and to nourish their body. So guess what happens? Your body starts to break down the muscle mass and use it to make the nutrients that it needs for survival. So most of these people who come off a low calorie diet, when they start to eat like they normally do, and believe me, you're going to start to eat like you normally do out of habit, they gain more weight than when they initially started. So, what I've done for the last 25 to 30 years is I eat to maintain my muscle mass. I eat to feed my muscle. And what do I mean by that? I mean that I make sure that I get enough protein in my diet to build and repair muscle tissue. And what that normally involves is getting at least 25 to 30 grams of protein at each meal. And when you get that much of each meal, a very important thing happens. When you get 25 to 30 grams of protein at a meal, it signals your body that it has enough protein to start the rebuilding and repair process. And if you don't get that amount of protein in at any one meal, that process doesn't happen. And listen, that process is very energy intensive. Your body rebuilding and repairing muscle is very energy intensive. And it lacks to use body fat to fuel that process. That's what people don't understand. If you got a lot of muscle and the muscle is building and repairing itself, it pulls in a lot of body fat to burn to do that process. So the more muscle you have, the more body fat you burn, and the leaner you look. So if you eat to feed your muscle, which means eating 25 to 30 grams of protein at each meal, then you don't have to worry about long-term weight maintenance because you turn your body into a fat burning machine.